everyone, and welcome to Season 4, Episode 28 of Pro Wrestling's Top 50. I'm your host, Travis McNeil, and today we continue our countdown of the top 50 matches in Lucha Underground history with match number 23 on our list, which is the match between Prince Puma and El Dragon Azteca Jr. from the June 29th, 2016 edition of Lucha Underground titled The Phoenix, the Dragon, and the Spaceman. So, you might remember several episodes back, there was a match between Johnny Mundo and Phoenix from this very same episode, which I talked about it just being a great sprint, essentially used as a go-home match for, both wrestlers, respective teams competing in a match for the Trios title at Ultima Lucha Dos. This match is very much similar to that one, although even better, hence the higher ranking on the list. It's just a tremendously fun sprint. It goes under 10 minutes, and it's used to serve the greater good and build up Prince Puma's Ultima Lucha Dos match, which would be the main event of that show, where he would go one-on-one in a dream match against Rey Mysterio Jr. This match, it's got a lot of juice behind it, and the reason why it's building that up is Puma, Mysterio, and Azteca were the Trios champions for a short period of time. Mysterio kind of came into Lucha Underground. It was very quickly established. He was a friend of Conan, who's the mentor of Prince Puma. Prince Puma, obviously idolized Rey Mysterio growing up, as did El Dragon Azteca Jr. And Mysterio kind of took both competitors under his wing, so to speak, but really focusing on the training and the development of El Dragon Azteca Jr. So there was a little bit of a subtle jealousy there, with Puma, having that jealousy towards Azteca for maybe being, Rey's favorite. Prince Puma was starting to kind of fall apart at the seams a little bit, and that's what would lead, to him challenging, the legendary Mysterio for Ultima Lucha Dos. This match, though, it is so fun. Up until this point, it was by far the best performance I'd ever seen out of Rey Horus, who, was El Dragon Azteca Jr. in Lucha Underground. They just go to work for 10 minutes and throw out every crazy move that they can. We start with just a phenomenal fast-paced counter sequence. And it leads to a handshake. And again, I've talked about it several times, the face versus face matches that we would get in Lucha Underground that felt fresh. And this was another one of them, but, with Puma kind of edging towards that slight heel, siding that he would use in this match, as well as the match with Mysterio. And that would lead to him kind of unraveling even a little bit more in Season 3 after, losing the Grave Consequences match to Mil Muertes and siding with Vampiro as his new mentor. And we've talked about that at length before. So they do this great, opening sequence, and we lead to a handshake, and everything seems, great, except Prince Puma doesn't let go of that handshake, and that really ups the intensity here. We get at one point Azteca going for a tope to the floor. Prince Puma catches him on his shoulders. There's a quick, shot of the crowd. So, it could have been some editing. Maybe it was botched. I don't know. But again, that's the beauty of Lucha Underground is everything's pre-taped. Everything's edited to give you the best possible version of the match that you can get. So he catches, Azteca on his shoulders and throws him into the ring post, just, showing that he does have that bit of a ruthless side starting to develop. Great counters in this, though, showing that Azteca, while he's been learning from Mysterio, he's also been learning from Puma as well at the same time. So he has a lot of Prince Puma's signature offense scouted. Puma goes for the run off the ropes into the Ace Crusher, called like the Marufuji Cutter, where he kind of follows closely behind his opponent. But Azteca knows that's coming, and it allows him to counter it. He hits a beautiful springboard Hurricane Rana in this match where Puma is sitting on the top rope. So he comes in, springboards off right beside him and turns it into the Rana. Very intricate. Gets a 2. We have really good near falls here. After countering that cutter, he hits the DDTJ, right, which I call it like the making the pizza DDT, where he gets thrown up and, does the big spiral before coming down in the DDT. Prince Puma absolutely destroys Azteca with the sequence here where he hits just a gnarly Blue Thunder powerbomb, transitions that into the Northern Lights suplex, and then transitions that into the vertical suplex for 2. Really, really good stuff. The best near fall of this match, though, is when El Dragon Azteca Jr. hits basically like the victory roll off the top rope, very Joshi-esque. Looked great. Only good for 2. He goes for 450. Again, sees that Puma's about to move, so he has everything scouted and he rolls through on it. But he's unable to scout a big overhead belly-to-belly suplex into the turnbuckles, which I really liked Puma doing that because that's a Chuck Taylor staple. So if you go back to, Ricochet starting his training with Chuck Taylor, it makes sense that he would have that move in his arsenal after having taken it, from Taylor so many times. So I really like that. So he hits the big belly-to-belly into the buckles. He hits the Galleria, only good for 2. So he goes up and puts an emphatic end to this match by hitting the 630 while staring down Rey Mysterio, who's at ringside before he hits it, which was a great visual and again a great nod, basically saying I'm putting this guy away. This is your boy. I'm about to beat him, and I'm going to do the same to you at Ultima Lucha. Just a really, really smart package to build up that match. And I love it. We've seen so many times build-up matches on TV. You often get, schmoz finishes or, things like that. You don't want to give away the farm. But here, perfect match, clean ending, just really great stuff while also building that intrigue for the Ultima Lucha match. So this is a great, a hidden gem. I talk about that a lot with Lucha Underground. It's not, one of the big gimmick matches that you're going to see talked about or, if there's, top 10 lists or anything like that, this match is really going to be included in there. But that's the beauty of Wrestling's Top 50 is I'm going 50 of them, so I'm going to give you all those hidden gems along the way. So this match, depending on where you live, Lucha Underground, it might be available on the Tubi app. If not, though, you can find these things with a quick Google search. You can subscribe to my channel here on YouTube so that you never miss a video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Wrestling50. And please join me again tomorrow as we continue to count down Pro Wrestling's Top 50.